Good morning, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've vlogged. I've been a little MIA and I'm going to explain why. I'll get into the full details and like sit down and actually tell you guys, but essentially I had to move out of my place for a month unexpectedly because they started doing some construction at my place and it was just like really disruptive to like my daily life, like with me working from home and everything. You can actually see like this is like one of the things that was done that's in my ceiling, but my aunt, my angel of an aunt, she lives in Chicago too, and she was willing to like take me in, and she has an extra bedroom, so I've been staying with her for the past month, and that's why I haven't really been as active on YouTube, just because I felt like I couldn't really like film too much. I'm back living in my place, but it's been kind of a whirlwind. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and I am just kind of getting ready for work and going to vlog my day today because I've missed vlogging and I miss like talking to you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. This morning I'm really craving a strawberry banana smoothie, and so I'm gonna make one before I start work. It just sounds really good. I also have nothing in my fridge because I literally just moved back in to my place. So my fridge, like, look at this. All I have is, I mean, I have some like condiments. All I have is this one single barbecue sauce. That's it. I actually also have some leftover wine, actually a lot of leftover wine from last night. Also, this wine is like probably one of my favorites. But my best friend came over last night to catch up because I hadn't seen her in a while. And so we just had like a little wine night, but I'm not sure what to do with the rest of this bottle. Like, do I put it in the fridge? Do I keep it out? So this is what I like to put in my smoothies. I have a half of a frozen banana. I like to freeze my bananas because they last longer. And then I have some strawberries. I'm going to put some almond milk and then chia seeds and a scoop of this collagen peptides protein powder. Yum! Alright guys, hi! So don't mind the mess that's in my home office behind me. I'm still kind of in the process of like unpacking from my aunt's place, so don't mind the mess in the background, but I kind of wanted to just like sit down and have like a girl talk with you guys, just like catch up and really just let you guys know where I've been and how I've been doing, just kind of giving you guys like all the life updates. I'm currently at work. This is like my workstation, but I don't have a meeting for another hour, which is great. I went ahead and got ready for work, so I like did my makeup. I also got a haircut. I got a haircut last week, Tuesday, I think. Yeah, like a week ago. It's a little shorter than I normally get it. I feel like it's like really short on me, but I kind of like it. So it just makes my hair look so much more healthy. The reason why I got so much cut off is because like I had so many split ends. Like it was really bad, and so I just wanted to have fresh, clean cut, healthy looking hair again, so got a haircut. But yeah, so where I've been, I kind of explained earlier in my video, but I have basically been at my aunt's place for the past month, so I haven't been living here in my apartment. I've been moved out at her place for the last month because construction. So they were doing this thing called tuck pointing, which is basically where they're like repairing and replacing the brick on the exterior of my building and also the concrete. So it was really loud, a lot of noise, and which was like disruptive for someone who works from home every day. And it was also very dusty. Like they put up plastic covers all over my windows and the vents to protect from the dust, but somehow dust still came into my place, and it was like, I mean, I'll insert a video if I can, but it was like a thick layer of dust all over my apartment, and it was just, you know, really dusty, really loud, and I just felt like it wasn't really livable for me, especially since I spend so much time at home since I'm working here too. So I moved in with my aunt. She was so sweet. Like literally, I'm so thankful that she has an extra bedroom and she lives in the same city as me and was able to take me in. So I'm just like really grateful for that. Otherwise, like, I don't know what I would have done. Like I probably would have like flown to my parents' house, or like, cause like I mean, I could have stayed with friends, but it's like for a whole month, like I didn't want to impose on friends for that long, you know what I mean? Whereas my aunt had like an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom that I could use, so I was very grateful for that. Also, it wasn't supposed to be a whole month. They had told me 3 weeks, and then 3 weeks turned into 4 weeks, 4 weeks turned into 5 weeks, so it's been a while, but I'm just so glad to like finally be back in my place. I feel like I really just took for granted just the comfort of being in my own home, sleeping in my own bed. Like for the past month, I've been living out of a suitcase. Like I really just took for granted how great it feels to just be in your own home. And I just feel so happy that I'm back, even though my aunt was like literally such an angel. Like she is probably one of the sweetest people, most like genuine and like giving people that I know. And my aunt and I, like we weren't like super close ever, but I feel like me living with her for a month really brought us like so much closer together. Like I feel so much closer to my aunt, and I'm so thankful that I got the chance to like get to know her better, and like we talked more. The only thing was that even though she lives in Chicago, she lives kind of away from the main city, or the part where I live, and so it was like, it's like a good like 25-30 minute drive from my place. And so I feel like all of last month, like honestly, I felt like kind of lonely, just because one, I wasn't at my home, I wasn't, you know, in my element, I was living out of a suitcase. And even though I was so thankful that my aunt took me in for a month, I felt kind of like distant from just like my life and my friends especially. Like I feel like it was harder to kind of like meet up with people and just like live my regular daily life. So just kind of being further away from everyone and just being in a different environment kind of made me feel a little bit lonely. And that's like one factor that played into it. But then also like recently I have a few friendships that are like drifting apart, I feel, and I know that that's something that everyone goes through at times in their life, but for me, I like really value the friendships and relationships in my life. And so sometimes people grow apart and those things happen, but it's always like, for me, kind of sad, and it doesn't really happen too often for me. So yeah, that kind of played into like the whole feeling kind of lonely, isolated last month, or this past month. But like I'm overall just like so grateful for like my friends and family who are there for me, and the fact that I was able to even live somewhere else for a month instead of like in my place where the construction was going on. But yeah, that's something that I've kind of been like struggling with this past month, is just, yeah, being kind of removed from my friends, some friendships drifting apart as life just kind of happens. Like nothing actually like happened in our friendship. It's just like some friendships just kind of drift. But one of the things I'm grateful for with having like all that time to myself this past month was to really like lean on God. And I know that sounds cheesy, but like whenever you feel lonely, and this can be, you know, at any point in your life, whether it's like, you know, friendships drifting apart, or after a breakup, or if you're just isolated to your aunt's place because of construction. But I feel like whenever you feel lonely is such a, I mean, it sucks, but it's also such a special time because you're able to really grow closer to God in that season. Like you don't have as many distractions, you know? So I was able to like spend more time with God. And I feel like during those times when your heart is like sad, or you just kind of don't feel like yourself, that's when God can really be your rock. And it's like, it can be like a special time growing your relationship with him and faith with him. So that's like an upside. I know being lonely isn't great and it can suck, and everyone I'm sure feels lonely from time to time, but it was also good because I was able to have a lot of time to myself and a lot of time like thinking and reflecting and just spending time with God. So that was like an upside to it. And you know, with that, for me at least, I'm constantly reminded that I'm never truly alone. Like, God is always with me, and none of us are ever truly alone, even though we may feel lonely from time to time. Like, God is always with us. He's always on our side. And so I just found a lot of comfort in that. I also started this new reading plan that helped me get back on track with like reading the Bible every day. And I truly feel like having a plan, like an actual reading plan, helps you so much with just like being consistent in reading your Bible. Otherwise, like sometimes like I feel like you open up your Bible and you don't really know where to start. So I've been doing this Old Testament plan where it takes you through the entire Old Testament over the course of a year. So like you do 3 chapters every day out of 3 different books of the Old Testament, and then in a year you read through them all. So I'm currently reading through Genesis, Psalms, and Joshua, but I find it's just like a really good way to stay on track. That way, like when I do my quiet time in the morning, no matter where I am, like I have a plan, like I know where to start, and it just is really helpful for me at least. I've also felt a little burnt out recently at work. It's just been, I mean, the holiday season is definitely our peak season, like our busy season, so work has been a lot too. So I've kind of just been like a little stressed, anxious, lonely, and I say this all to you not to like unload my baggage and like complain, but I just always want to be very transparent, especially here on the internet. Like I never want to portray that I have a perfect life or nothing's ever wrong, or that I, you know, perfectly follow Jesus every day. Like I have struggles too, just as, you know, everyone does. And so on my channel, as I'm showing you guys my life, like I want to be as transparent and open as possible, just because I feel like this stuff is really relatable, you know. And I feel like when you see other people that you know going through similar things, then you might not feel as alone if you're walking through a lonelier season or lonelier time or something like that. But yeah, I just want to give you guys an update on where the heck I've been and what's been going on in my life. But honestly, I'm so glad that I'm back here in my own home. So I feel just so much better, just with like a simple thing as that, just being back in my own place. And I'm actually, I think today at some point I'm going to film the John 3 Bible study, because I know that a lot of you guys have been enjoying the Bible like read with me's, and so I'm doing the 3rd chapter of John. So I'm getting back into filming and everything. I'm just so glad to be back in my place. But yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. You guys, look how nice of a day it is outside. It's been so rainy and dreary recently that I'm like, the sun's out today. I'm loving it. But also here is a close-up of some of the concrete that they replaced. I promise my ceiling isn't gonna look like this forever. They said they're gonna come in 2 to 3 weeks to replace the drywall. But yeah, this is looking really not cute right now. So it is almost lunchtime. I actually had a work meeting scheduled for noon today, but then it got pushed back to 3. And I'm like, thank you, because I'm so hungry. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna go to a local cafe and just pick up something for lunch, because there's nothing in my fridge right now. I'll probably go grocery shopping tonight at Trader Joe's, which is another thing. I really missed going to Trader Joe's because I love Trader Joe's. And I wasn't able to go by my aunt's place because there wasn't one by her, but I am so excited to go to Trader Joe's tonight. It's really like the little things in life. But I will be grocery shopping tonight. So today for lunch, I think I'm just gonna pick something up. It's 45 degrees outside in Chicago, so I'm bundling up. But question for you guys, is it too soon to be breaking out the Uggs? I don't think so. I think it's time. You know, winter is fully upon us now. So I ended up getting a chicken chipotle sandwich and also a veggie pesto burrito for dinner tonight, because I just remembered that I actually have small group tonight, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Trader Joe's, but I'm excited to eat this. This looks so good. All right, so I have a little break from work and I decided I'm going to do a little vacuuming. You guys, it's about 6 p.m. and I just finished up work. It is literally black outside. Like, it is so dark now after I get off work, and I'm like, Well, there goes my whole day. But I am about to eat dinner and go to my small group. I see these girls every Tuesday night, and it's a small group, a new one that I recently just joined, and it's been so nice just like getting to know new girls that are at my church and just like talk through some things. Like recently we've been discussing worry and anxiety, and it's just nice to have people who kind of are like, you know, in the same age group and going through the same types of things that you're going, and it's a great way to make new friends. And so if you're looking to, you know, make more godly friendships or just friends who have a lot in common with you, I highly recommend joining a small group or life group or something at your church. I think it's a great way to meet people that are also in your same city around your age. So yeah, I'm about to get ready to go to that after eating dinner. I'm back from small group and I decided to make some chia seed pudding. So I'm gonna make it tonight so that way it stays in the fridge overnight and is ready for breakfast tomorrow. And I have a big old zit coming in, which is looking real cute. But yeah, I love making chia seed pudding. It's so easy and it's super healthy and it literally tastes so good. So it's one of my go-to breakfast items. And then I just put, it's just chia seeds, almond milk, a little bit of honey or maple syrup. And then I usually just put like frozen raspberries or frozen fruit in it in the morning. I already went ahead and put 4 tablespoons of chia seeds in here. And then I'm going to be doing a cup of almond milk. And then you want to do 2 teaspoons of honey, or I like to use maple syrup and it's really, really good. It's 2 teaspoons, right? And from there you just take a spoon and mix it until it's like all even, and then I usually let it sit for like a minute or 2 and then go back and remix it just to make sure that it's not clumpy. And my friend Ashley first showed me how to make this and it was so easy, and now I'm like hooked. I make it probably like twice a week. So after it's done mixing, it'll look something like this, and then you literally just put it in the fridge overnight, and in the morning it comes out as like a pudding texture, and it's just like a really healthy, like if I'm ever craving anything sweet, it's just like a really healthy snack to have on hand. So I'm gonna put the lid on and then pop this in the fridge. You guys, look how sad my refrigerator is right now. It's literally just barbecue sauce and chia seed pudding holding down the fort. So it's almost 10:30 and I'm currently reading a book in front of my fireplace. I'll show you guys. I don't have an actual fireplace, so I just put it on the TV, but it's the same like cozy vibes, you know? But yeah, I'm just reading this book. It's called The Defining Decade. I don't know if it'll focus. So it's called The Defining Decade by Meg J. And it's been a really, really good read so far. So I've been loving it and I'm just reading, and I'll probably go to bed soon because I'm getting pretty tired. One thing that I've been trying to do more of is reading before bed versus like scrolling on my phone before bed. And I feel like it's really helped me to fall asleep faster and to just have like more of a peaceful like peace of mind before bed, because it just helps me to like focus on one thing, the book, versus like any other things that I might have thought about throughout the day. So I find it to be a very calming like end of the night activity. So I've been really into reading recently, which is such a surprising turn of events, because when I was little, I hated reading. Like my sisters loved to read and I would like much rather watch TV or hang out with friends or like go outside and do something. I hated just sitting down and read a book because I just thought it was so boring. And now that I'm an adult, I've been loving reading. So it's just a really great like nightly activity that I've fallen into. So if any of you guys have good book recommendations, please leave them as comments below, because I've been very recently getting into reading. And yeah, but I'm probably gonna go to bed soon because I'm really, really tired, and so I'm gonna end the vlog here. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so excited to be back at my place again. I feel like I'm back in my element, so I'm excited to be able to film more videos. Keep an eye out for the John 3 read with me that will be coming out next. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.